Whew, alright. Hey there, guys. I am Commander Useless. You are the viewer. And tonight, we're gonna keep playing some Sherlock Holmes. Crimes and Punishment. Oh, a pretty fun game that we briefly checked out last stream. But I thought we should make a full playthrough of it, because, you know, it was pretty fun. Pretty cool. So let's do that. Let's do it. It's pretty quiet here tonight. Ah, well, people will show up eventually. Maybe. I'll just go ahead and mess around in Game Maker some more while I wait. Game Maker, yes. I wonder if this works. I guess not. Cool. Whatever. That'll do. What does this look like? Hello, non-possumus. How do you do? How do you do? Do. Why? Does that just mute my audio in general? No. So why did it get muted? Confused. Another week and no water, huh? That's okay. Just don't shower. That's not a very good plan, but I understand. I understand, sir. Good times. And I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. This is okay. This is fine, as they say. Sorry, I'm messing around in Game Maker in the background. I will make this game one day. One day, Batman. You do have a promising looking base for a game. Maybe. It's very crude. But I also want it to look like one of those really old, like, Super Nintendo era games. Not to a T, but, you know, somewhat similar. I need to start drawing the interior of this particular building set, like the interior tile map, which is gonna take a while. So I'll probably get started on that either after the stream or tomorrow. What I'm scared of, what I'm actually scared of and also excited for, is when I get to the point where I have enough tile sets, enough experience where I'm like, okay, let's make a battle system. That's gonna be challenging. But the real challenge will be, now I have my game world, I can alter it, I can create stuff, I can start actually making a game, and then I want to make it multiplayer. And then probably the whole thing collapses. But hey, one thing at a time. Because I don't know if you realize how cool it would be to have a cooperative multiplayer old Final Fantasy game. I think that would be sweet. But I'm in the minority here. I can tell because those games don't exist. You just need to check the enable multiplayer box. If only. I don't think it will be too bad, but I am pretty worried. However, I know Game Maker can make multiplayer games, online multiplayer games, so I'm not too worried. But I do think it's gonna be a can of worms all on its own. I suppose I could show you, just for fun, what I have so far. And I want to remind you that this is made from scratch. I drew everything myself, with obvious influence from a certain Final Fantasy, you know, the IV, or the 4 if you prefer. But I like saying the IV. Let's see, I'm gonna start this thing up. All I have is pretty much a dev room. Thank you, Axway. Subscription. Sorry. Thank you for the subscription to Tier 1. Thank you, subscription. You've been subscribed for 10 months now. Amazing. Thank you very much. This is my beautiful, beautiful dev area. Hey, what up, Axway? So I actually most recently programmed the camera, so when it actually hits the edge of the room, the game world, it actually stops tracking the player. Which was more annoying to program than I thought it would be. It took me a couple of hours to figure out how to do it. This is where I tested the corner sprites when I made them. This is art. No, this is Game Maker. I programmed the movement system myself. I programmed the camera myself. I drew all the sprites and tile sets myself. This is all made through Game Maker and coding in whatever language it uses. You can't go in here yet, but you can go in here just because I have a test for the screen transitions, which works pretty well. This is the square dimension where there are no hopes and dreams. But it works as intended, so I'm not too worried. I have a couple of custom script things enabled, which are super stupid, like if you hold shift, you can run. If you hold alt, you can turn around. That's about it. This house was here so I could test the scale, like if I could build it vertically as well as horizontally with the talents that I have. I think there's a slight, yeah, you can see it right above my character here. Right next to the double windows on the right, you can see the bricks are actually not properly wrapping. I can fix that, but it's annoying, but I can fix that. That's like one line of pixels that's not correct, pretty much. Other than that, though, yeah. I think I've been doing pretty okay. I know that my drawing skills aren't that good. It's called perspective and you're good. I know my drawing skills aren't that good, so the game doesn't look that great. I'm still kind of going for the whole, like, 16-bit era of games. I have a couple of sound effects in place for the doors. You can't hear them, but Giri helped me with those. So that's pretty neat. I appreciate that a lot. That's about all I have for the moment, but I'm working on it pretty much every day. A couple of hours. It's good times. I'll probably show off the progress every now and again. Mostly what I'm going to be doing over the next few days, though, is just drawing a lot of tile sets and stuff, so it's going to be a slow grind. I think I can do it, though, you know? I would love for it to be similar to Final Fantasy V or Final Fantasy IV, and of course you could see in the sprites that it's very similar. It's not a direct copy, but it's very similar. I do love that style, though. Like, I'm a super big fan of Final Fantasy IV and V. I've always wanted to play a multiplayer game like that, because there was a game like Final Fantasy IV on a really old, janky game engine called Build Your Own Net Dream, or Beyond. And I don't want to play there anymore, because the guy who runs the show there, we don't get along, shall we say. So, but I have the itch to play something like it, so I guess, you know, I'll just make my own, with blackjack and long swords. Or something. Anywho, it's been like 13 minutes, so let's just cut the music in half. And I'll save and quit Game Maker real quick. Yes, I'm sure I want to exit. Okay. So tonight, as I said, we shall play some more Sherlock Holmes, which is a quite fun game. I do like it. Let's see here. Ta-da. Oh my god, Destiny 2. Let's play that game. Alright, this game is windowed. I forgot. Let's also switch to the game screen. Is it actually recording? No, it's not. 1 second. That's the chat. There we go. Yeah, I think if I play another, like, shooter multiplayer thing, I'll probably play Outriders, since I do own that, and I haven't finished it. And it's been updating a lot since then. Or it has updated a lot since then. But anyways, let me close the chat overlay, because I don't need it. I can see just fine on the right side of my screen. Here we are. Let's continue from last time. That's right, I was playing this with my controller. How convenient. I'm gonna take a sip of my water, too.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
It sounds loud.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Rude.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft. Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself.
Not the crown.
You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
Common folk.
The Merry Men.
Oh.
He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Damn!
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Now. Harpoon souvenir. You should... Why would you keep... It's the murder weapon. Don't keep that. It's not a souvenir. Weirdo. Anything cool today? Oh, yeah. She's almost standing in front of her window. I think she might be crazy.
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
Don't worry, non-possum. It's perfectly
Holmes,
normal.
Please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
I could call a cab. Or I could not. A harpooner's revenge. The grotesque murder of the former... No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to use that voice. The grotesque murder of the former Captain Peter Carey, known as in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Pablo Coventrow, one of Carey's former harpooners. However, lawful justice cannot be awarded. Coventrow was found dead of natural causes, possibly from his remorse at committing such a terrible crime. This is bullshit and we made it up. Yeah, sure, go for it, non-possumus.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1 week later. We missed the train!
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Watson
Since
go...
the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Hello, Ionic.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Oh no!
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
It's a ghost
I
train.
don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
No, it's
Holmes, say something.
still there,
Quick.
guys.
Fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
Are we in the world of I Am a Lie right now? It's so bright. Very early. I'm now Watson. The ultimate character.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Okay. Gonna use my super black and white mode of black and whiteness. I just get on the tracks, it'll be fine. Imagination.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
I doubt it.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
I wanna look at the thingamabob.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Okay. Hoopa, 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 hoopa. Sherlock Holmes and the missing train. Maybe it's Choo Choo Charles. Huh? Did anyone think of that? We're doomed. Yes, excuse me. I'm just gonna waltz in.
A telegraph.
Indeed. I keep, like, moving left for no reason when I'm not touching anything. Hey, how you doing?
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
Yeah.
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Yes, the poor people. Give me 1 second. I need to readjust the window real quick. There. Now I can actually see how long we've been going for. Okay. Let's look at you and grab some details. Wow, what a nose. What a mansion. Fully gray hair. Not sure why that's important. Honorary badge. Kind of interesting.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Yes, already been there.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
Yes, please take all of my things. It's okay. I know you need them for your bullshit investigation. It's pinned in my office. Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at Bridlington Station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Locomotive, coal car, first class, postal wagon, special wagon. That's not suspicious at all.
Here is the train set.
Wasn't there a map in here? Pinned to the wall, supposedly. Maybe this isn't his office. There we are. Just plant my face into the wall really quick. That's not right. A box! Oh, I can't open it. Sadness. 2 trains daily! That's not very much.
This map will be useful.
Hey, Watson. I want to play the Sherlock Holmes game where we have creepy Watson. Alright, where do we go from here?
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
Wonder how long it's gonna take before he notices the black borders.
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
On that note, it's so weird because I have black borders on the top and bottom of the game. And here I have black borders on like the sides. I think this is on game capture. Let me see that real quick. If I do this. I think that takes care of the borders. E. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's go to Bridlington. He's reading Crime and Punishment. Get it, get it, get it, get it, because it's the game. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Sorry, Holmes. I love water.
Railway post bags.
Yummy. What's with the creepy music? There might be a murderer around. No borders. What is this, a professional stream? Ha! You wish this was a professional stream. Do you even know who I am? Oops, that's not interesting. Hey, we got people. How you doing?
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
I see. Nice goatee, cool hat. Work clothes. A cheap ticket. This man is also married. That will be important at some point, I imagine. Rough skin.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is.
It's your face.
Last night, I were on the train, as usual, with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Hey. That's
Goodbye,
racist. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I can tell you're gonna be quite the character.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Well then, let's get some notes. Incredible double chin. Really angry looking eyes. Yes, Australian hat, that's what I meant to look at. What a head it is. Expensive clothes. Gold ring, not married though. No shock there. Crocodile skin boots.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Hello, Jojo.
Yes?
Jojo.
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I see that.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity.
Wow.
I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were traveling on the train last night.
I sure hope that no one stole this prototype.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir. It is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see.
Bullshit.
I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him.
I'm a humanitarian.
Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Humanitarian.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
Yes, I think I can see where this is going. Hey.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
At least his memory is good. He's young, indeed. One of the first things I noticed as well. Clean clothes. He was not out in the dirt. Instructions on how to station master. Nice. Ink smudges.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Bullshit. You are a rookie station master.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything.
Thanks.
First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
Okay.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
Maybe it was written by some snake eye.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Chertefil Leilve Etation. Trinliner number 324. Arivig, yeah, that's not English. I mean, it is, but not. Arrived just after midnight, huh? I don't think I believe that. I'm sympathizing. I'll take a closer look. That's Spanglish right there, is it? Cause if it is, then, you know, well done to the devs.
A telegraph.
That is what it's supposed to be, I think. I'd recognize it anywhere. Okay, I believe you. Alright, you. Let's go to Chesterfield. Did I say Chesterfield? That's not what I meant. Of course I meant Chertefil. The Chertefil Elevated Station. Sorry for the pronunciation. Excuse me. You look tired.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18 hours 72 train has arrived?
God.
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
Lovely fella. Red nose. Anything interesting? Fishing line? What? Why would you have that in your pocket? This man is also married. His clothes are clean. What did I miss? Ah.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Well, it's got that, like, fake drunk pick. I love that.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
I clearly remember that train. Binge drinking. No, my feelings. Select the correct answer, asshole.
Station Master Bertram from
What? He's a fastidious
I like how he
little
goes
twerp,
back,
that
like, you
Bertram.
try again, asshole.
I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
We'll see.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
Close
It
to
will
it.
not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
How can you have all this food just sitting here? I mean, come on. Eat it. You bastard. Especially when it's like bread and cheese. It's gonna get old. Morse
I
code.
had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
I really hope this doesn't come into play. I hate it.
A telegraph.
Out of the way, Watson.
A fishing advertisement.
Advertisement? How did you pronounce that?
A fishing advertisement.
Advertisement. I've never heard it pronounced that way before.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
I wonder whose bottles that could be.
Locked.
What?
There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
Okay. These locks are so weird. Usually not hard, though. Usually. Interesting. Controls are a bit finicky.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them. Railway post bags.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
It isn't. Hey, drunk guy. What do you know about sailors?
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink, and whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
You know, I go by the name of Useless, but this guy, I think he encompasses it, you know? Cause that guy, he is particularly useless.
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
Yes, fortunate. That's the word. No, god dang it. Controls are so finicky. Let's see here. The directors of the Chilean Barcazas company were intentionally left on the train. The controller removed all passengers on the train except... Yeah, I think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure. Pain passed through Chesterfield Station despite our being unsure. The train never passed through Chesterfield Station. The station master was drunk and his testimony seems unreliable. I think so. Okay, let's have a saunter jog this way. Saunter. Hello, sir? You want to talk? Sir? Sir? Nope, okay. Fine, didn't want to talk to you anyway.
It's a scandal. An absolute...
I will not move from here.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything, please.
I might touch something. Hmm?
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Insurance organized by Thomas L. Robinson for his prototype called the Autonomous Electricity Generator. This policy partially covers the loss of the prototype up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amounts, £15,000. Dang, that is a lot of money today, and it's even more money back then. Insurance duration, 1 year, renewable. I mean, it's not a ton of money or anything, but it's a lot of money. Hey, you.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Humanitarian.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
Yes.
I will not move from here.
We should also go to the luggage room and dig through his shit. 'Cause that's what we do.
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Oh boy, more lockpicking. Well, there's only one line. That seems to add up. That does not add up. Well, I don't have much of a choice. Oh, it does line up. It's just a perspective thing.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
This is an exclusive sales contract regarding the prototype invention dedicated to applying and supplying electricity in an autonomous way. Emerson Electric Company, the buyer, understand that they are purchasing this device as is and are in agreement. Mr. Thomas L. Robinson, the seller, is not responsible for any problems that may arise with the prototype after the purchase. Ah. Whether or not those issues were known by either party at the time of purchase. I see. The buyer is obligated to make prepayment in an amount of 10% of the prototype price in advance. So we got 10% for that, and 50% from the insurance.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Indeed.
An exclusive sales contract.
Yes. This is an exclusive sales contract regarding prototype invention dedicated to blah 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 blah. Hong Kong General Electric Company, the buyer.
Yet another exclusive sales
How can it be
contract.
exclusive, huh?
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
Wait a second. Let's turn the page. It's fine. Another exclusive.
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
I think we found a pattern.
Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
In fact, I'm pretty sure there were 5 of them. And of course, when he got a telegram about another one, another buyer, he stepped off because he's like, I can sell this exclusively again. Why not keep the evidence for that one? Well, whatever.
Railway post bag.
Your railway post bag. Robinson is a victim. The loss of the machine is a disaster for Robinson, even though he planned his fraud. He has lost far more than he could gain. The insurance will not cover the total cost of the prototype. True, but... well, it's not true. Loss of the prototype will bring out a lot of easy money to Mr. Robinson, thanks to the insurance and multiple fraudulent exclusive contracts. This is correct. We're starting to paint a pretty clear picture. I'm starting to think, though, that this is way too easy. So there's probably going to be a twist here somewhere. Should we talk to him about it? Why not? Let's do it. Out of the way, Watson. Hey, friend.
I will not move.
Okay. Hey, friend.
It's a scam.
Okay. Hey, friend.
Don't.
Okay. Well, then. We're starting to collect the why, but not the how just yet.
Bags were recently dragged here.
Well, what do you know?
French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
Alright, you drunken bastard.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
No. Nothing more here to really do. Okay. Oh, it's the first person mode. I didn't actually know that. Damn. He's not Creepy Watson in this one. I tried. I think Creepy Watson stands still. And you just look at him and he never moves, but then as soon as you turn around, he's like right in front of you again. I can't talk to you? I'm actually really surprised. Okay, I'm supposed to investigate Chesterfield some more. My bad. Pretty sure just teleporting this one too? You guys are kind of snug there with your legs, aren't you? I don't know about this. Not in here. What else can be investigated?
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Yes.
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
What a shock. A fake train experiment. The dismantled handcar seems directly connected to our mystery. Reconstruct the handcar to see if it can imitate the vanished train. You got it. Oh, I gotta put it together. Fine. I'm a genius. Oh, here we go. I know how stuff and things work. Yeah. Yeah.
I should use the appropriate object.
Hmm? I don't see any more objects to use. Oh. Wooden base. Wooden base. There we go.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Ta-da!
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle.
Whistle. Where can we find a headlight and a steam whistle? Hole. There we go. Got him. Watson?
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
You know, as you do. You got one in here? Yep. Choo-choo Watson.
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Bet it did. The train never reached Evesham. It disappeared earlier and was faked by somebody using a handcar and spare train parts. We know where people got unloaded. So somewhere between there and Evesham is where the train disappeared. Why make this like really elaborate thing to
Now we have two maps.
make it seem like it vanished though? Just steal the train. That's it. When it never shows up, people will still wonder like, huh? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. I gotta line these up somehow.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Evesham. Well, we got places to go to now. Hey, Watson.
Mines. This is interesting.
What the? I'm not allowed to go there, apparently.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
I want to go to the mines. Oh well.
It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
A fake train? Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
You're the devil now, Watson. Yes. Mines. I don't know why the driver cares. I
Here are
mean,
the
they're
mines,
paying him.
Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
Eh?
The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way.
And then it pooped hooves all over.
There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
Okay. Any witches out here?
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
Video
It
game
is
witches.
curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Hmm.
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose.
Very
Let
strange.
us look inside.
Doesn't really look like paper. Really?
Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
Dynamite.
The mines were collapsed to hide the train. Dynamite was used after the train was moved inside. That's possible. I guess take the prototype from the cart, then hide the train. People can't find it. Make a ruse. So you think the train vanished into thin air instead? There's creepy noises in there. Horror game, is that you? Horror game? Oh well. Okay, Watson? Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Let's go to station, I guess. Doncaster.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
I was gonna say. At least put it out.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
This is weird, the way you work. This isn't really like it. It's a sombrero, isn't it? Oh, jeez. Holmes, this is not okay.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
I'm just gonna take that. Probably smoke it on the way.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Dust.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
My favorite.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint.
A lot of them.
These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveler or a tramp.
Well concluded, my
It might be
dear
a tramp.
fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Didn't even smoke them completely. A waste. Looks like he left.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
Indeed.
A telegraph.
There's a telegraph here too. You know, and the fire's going. Where did they take the missing rails? This fire's going too.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
One moment.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station.
You sound like Duff.
I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
He sounds like a Duff. Alright. Melancholy. Clean clothes. A ring and mark. That's intriguing. Missing button. Clean clothes. Holmes? Clean clothes? What am I missing? Hello? Can't do anything with his pockets. Oh, this pocket.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph, just the same as all the other nights.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Horse racing.
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
Are you telling me the station master hasn't seen that fellow? Even though he's been here for days? That seems unlikely. Like, very unlikely. We should investigate the flooded area. Nothing here. Except for some creepy noises. But we're used to that. Is that all that's here? Apparently. A lot of people in this particular case. Well, let's check out the beach.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster.
Oops, sorry, Holmes.
These traces were made by carriage. Look.
A heavy one as well.
The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Truck, eh?
An abandoned gypsy caravan.
Just how insensitive are we gonna be
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
towards other ethnicities?
Observing the coastline and the moored boats,
Cultures.
we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
They dumped something in here, though. They call me Mr. Holmes. Hmm?
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
Maybe that's Spanish for hall pass. Okay, inspected beach is completed. Apparently I still have more things to do pretty much everywhere. Okay. Ugh. Got any deductions? Looks like our Mexican friend has left entirely now. Station master. Do, 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 do.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm. So you say. Let's see.
This post bag belongs to the station master.
Letter to lawyer. Farwell Advocate Agency, main road, blah blah blah. In reply to your last warning letter, I wish to assure you that I shall soon honor all of the latest installments that I need to pay, according to my debts. Edward Duff. Debt. Letter to wife.
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
You don't say. My darling, I asked you to trust me this time. I shall soon have more than enough money to repay the house mortgage. It's only a matter of days. You may continue living in the house without me since that is your wish. Please know that I still care about you and hope that you will forgive me one day despite all of the harm I've caused in recent years. Okay. That's why the ring is removed. Seems reasonable to me.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Nothing interesting at all. Well, that's enough for this place. Let's check out the mines again. Since apparently I wasn't done here. Can I go in here? Hey. That's not very useful. Mine guards.
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
More lockpicking. Wish I could use my D-pad for this. Nothing fits, so it must be... God damn. Trolls are bad. Ah! There we go. That does not add up, meaning it must be the smallest one. Pretty sure this is it. I'm just gotta line it up better. There we go. Finicky.
The Mexican company Caracal and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
I'll ask my brother. No instructions to all WeCall security personnel. We inform you that the representatives of the Barcazas group are granted free access from now on. This company is the future owner of the mines. Also, starting from today, a no trespassing rule is upheld against any representative of their Caracal or Carousel consortium. The preliminary contract of sale has been cancelled. Do not provide any explanation. This information is confidential.
Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who flared our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
I would like to. That's the mines done. Let's search the archives real quick. I might not be able to reach it from here. that's the case, might as well go to the railway switch. I think we still have things to do here. No, we don't. That's okay, though. We should have access to the archive here. Uh-huh. No. No. No.
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Oh, I have more. Okay. Flying lobsters. Jack the Ripper. Scandal at the Divine Syndicate. Hmm. Okay, let's try that again. I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess.
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Bloody Sunday. What does Las Zarpas mean? Jojo, what does Las Zarpas mean? The claws. Huh. Thank you. I don't know if that helps me, though.
My search.
I have no idea. I honestly have no clue. Oh wait, there's more. Okay. Now it makes sense. There we go. The Las Zarpas barges are leaders in heavy goods transportation. The Las Zarpas label belongs to the Mexican consortium Caracal, who covers shipping, electricity services, and mining. Okay.
Here it is.
That makes sense. Mexicans had recently... I love to call them the Mexicans, so, like, unforgiving. The Mexicans recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport something very heavy. Could a barge really load up like a train cart, though? Like, it seems unlikely, doesn't it? Do you know how heavy an old train like that is? steam locomotive. Where are we going now? The side railway branch at Evesham. And the one between Chesterfield and Evesham. Okay. Evesham, rather. Don't worry about the fake train noises. I know I'm not very chatty, but I'm just kind of constantly in thinking mode. Plus, there's not a whole lot going on. It's a pretty slow-paced game. It's pretty nice. Kind of chill. Watson. And Watson's like, oh, you wanted chill, did you? Gets in the way. Oh, now we can talk to you.
The entire train has disappeared.
Never mind. The entire train. Watson. I mean, technically it's my fault for having such erratic movement, but I'm still gonna blame Watson.
Railway post bags.
Bags.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
There are two companies, the Chilean Barcazas and the Mexican Carousel or Caracal. Carousel? I don't know. Both wanted to purchase the WEA coal mines. The Mexican Caracal or Carousel consortium had established an initial deal and had prepared all the papers. However, the Chilean Barcazas group, aided by their influential connections, managed to snatch the concluding deal for the mines. That adds up. Oops. The Mexicans held no grudge against the Chileans. Business is business after all. I kind of doubt that. Personally. I don't actually want to go to Doncaster. My bad. This is where the drunk man is, right? Yeah.
Will I...
What was me? My life is a flippin' lie, it is. Hey, Watson. You're in the way again, aren't you? God dang it. I'm not sure what it means by investigating the side rail. Is this a side rail? I don't know. I can understand the driver getting mad with me now. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy. No, not that way. Ah, no! I see. Imagine you open one of those doors, it's like, oh, here's the train, GG.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
Wow, what a manner. Multiple traces. This looks like where they were before they
Let's take a closer look.
shipped it off, so to speak.
Nothing interesting here. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
Yeah, the heavy one.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Hey, his mouth is moving.
The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
Never mind. Excuse me. That was unprovoked and very mean of me. I wish if he was thinking, which would make sense, that they gave him a special, like, you know, kind of echoey voice for it. Like they normally do in these kind of games when they're thinking.
What should we do next, Holmes?
I don't know. There's still more to examine, apparently.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Not sure what I'm looking for. Oh. No, no, no. I'm not sure what our man here considers important. I could probably ask the station master about the building.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
To get a train to travel away from the tracks. That's why you would use it. Up installed the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the railway into the mines. Yeah. Big brain moment. Train is sealed underneath the collapsed mines. I think so. Because I doubt that they actually, like, took it over the water. There's no way. But they could have taken some of the railway tracks and stuff that way. That seems a lot more likely. Okay. We actually do have to go to Doncaster. We're getting pretty close to cracking this case, and I think once we do, I might call it there. It should be about 2 hours by then. Probably a little bit more. I know we were going for 3 technically, but I'm getting pretty sleepy. I apologize. can only hear the echo of your voice when your head is empty. I see. Are you telling me my head is empty? Actually, no, my voice doesn't echo in my head at all. Which makes sense considering how much crap it's full of. And I don't mean good things, just crap. I don't see... Oh, it's right there. Derp, 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 derp. What the? I really thought that's where I was supposed to go. Shock. I'm pretty quiet too, to be honest.
You'll find nothing.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
No. I would like some tea. See, it says, examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station located between Chesterfield and Evesham. And that should be where we are. But I can't examine the side railway. Apparently I don't know where it is. If I go too far, the game's like, no! Fast travel map! I mean, I see stuff over there. Oh, here it is. Lol.
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
Suddenly fast travel. Oh, look, more missing tracks.
The railway ends here. That is strange.
Watson, thank you.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
That was it. Okay. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing sections of railway linked to the mines. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing sections of old railways to the flooded quarry. I'm pretty convinced it's the mines. Personally. But we should see the other conclusion. Guess I'm curious. Don't have all the notes for that yet. Or clues, I should say. Well, let's go to Doncaster and talk to Mr. Man. Actually, aren't we here already? Hey.
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No.
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Indeed. My god, what a beard! What a nose! Wrinkles, Very important information. Smart clothes. This man is smart. Strong build. He's strong. Martial arts.
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
See, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
I see.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros, who were due to arrive yesterday. They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
You're a tard.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
Yes, a very rude man, almost like a certain ticket inspector we know of. Train could have been sunk in a flooded quarry. No, I don't think so. I like this. That can't happen. The train has been sunk in a flooded quarry. I don't think so. It doesn't seem right. The Mexican carousel company held a grudge against the Chilean Barcazas group as the Chileans were favored for purchasing the coal mines despite the preliminary contract. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. The Mexican organized the Chileans to stay on the train. That's why the controller removed all the passengers except for the Chileans. You know, that's not too stupid. It was carefully planned murder. I don't think so. I'll look through the evidence again. Robinson is a victim. I'm missing clues. It was all about money. Mr. Robinson is a financial swindler. With the aid of his minions, he sealed the train and his fake machine underneath the collapsed mines to make a fortune from multiple contracts and insurance claim. I mean, it seems very logical. Plain justice. Thomas Robinson is a guileful man who would not hesitate to sacrifice lives for his own personal gain. I think so. Contact Lestrade and allow his police to perform their loud and swift justice before he plans a new swindle. Robinson is a swindler, but he is a famous man of influence. Direct confrontation is inadvisable. It would be preferable to accept Mycroft's political means of resolving the situation, even at the expense of justice. I don't actually know what would be the more appropriate action. I will go through each of the potential endings, but we're gonna stick with the first choice I made for the sake of completion, not completion, but for the sake of consistency. There's no way. It was just a coincidence, though. Absolutely no way. But I also don't believe they sank it in the quarry, you know? That's why I'm... Why is Robinson's motive not connected? Why isn't it connected? I'm thinking, sorry, that's why I'm quiet. I mean, this isn't true, because they could clearly move the railways using whatever truck they had. And I guess the flooded lake is connected. They could have used one of their barges, I suppose. Exactly. I actually don't really know the answer to this one. See, the things that makes me conflicted is we know that don't do it. We know that the inventor, shall we call him, Robinson, is a complete douche, and he was definitely swindling. But there's also the definite proof that they only left the Chileans on the train. Everyone else got out. And then they sank it, or otherwise sealed it in somewhere, you know, destroyed it, replaced it. Right? So... he's also hiding information of who he is. The Mexican guy. But what I wonder is, do I have all the clues or all the evidence? I got both conclusions. If that's what you're wondering. Wait, there are 3. Oh. Let me see this. Yeah, I definitely think that's true. Definitely angry. Yeah. Makes sense. Also makes sense that he would have missed it because he was totally drunk and possibly asleep. Yep, this makes sense. Yeah, because he mentioned he didn't see the Mexican guy at his station, even though he's been there for days, so there's no fucking way. Yeah, this seems like the most logical conclusion to me. Now the question is, blind justice or political game? So either the Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans has cost many lives. They must act quickly. Contact Lestrade and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. Or, a criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted and turned into his own advantage. Yeah, I do think it's in the mines. You're sitting back to like, huh, what a fucking idiot. I mean, it's one of the two, right? I don't know about the drowned one. There are some things here that doesn't add up to me. I don't buy this one. It doesn't feel right. I'm gonna go with my gut, which is probably wrong. But the real question is... do I do blind justice? What a fucking idiot. do I do a political game? I'm gonna go with a political game. I'm staying with this option. We're gonna check the other options after this, just to see what they entail. But I'm gonna go with a political game. Probably wrong, but we're going with it. E.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dig out the mines.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
I feel like we picked the right option. But we'll see. Oh, look, they know each other. What a shock. Hello, friends.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Whoa. Hey. Oh, I was using the right stick. I'm just gonna let him shoot. What do you mean, game? What do you mean? That was totally... That's how we should go. Yeah, I was trying to aim with the right stick like in most games. Whoops.
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You were.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
I do like that it's like, hey, idiot, maybe you should try that again. Hello, Watson. I see you moving in the background there. It was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sealed the train underneath the collapsed mines to hide their crime. A criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. The decision was made to give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict. Was it correct? No! It is incorrect. Well, that's okay. I really didn't think it was, drowned. Sunk. But that's interesting. Let's choose the other ending to see how that goes. But we are gonna go with the mines ending for the consistency for the next chapter. Very interesting regardless, though. We got two other things to look at. That's okay, I was just wrong. Let's try the Swindler one. And of course, this time, we'll do political game again. That seems to be the most interesting. Well, blind justice, why not?
Then the case is solved, Holmes.
They're both pretty far-fetched.
What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
It makes sense though, because the barracks had the barges, so it was very possible for them to sink the things.
What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand,
whereas the dynamite kind of came in out of nowhere from left field.
Games.
But it just didn't feel right to pick the sunken option.
But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem we have there is that the authorities...
Alright.
No, I did not say...
Well...
Nothing. I only want to stop our dear Mr. Robinson before he realizes we have cornered him. Let us go.
This is also something that's quite... like... possible, honestly, with this guy being a complete swindler.
Mr. Robinson, we must ask you to remain here until the police arrive.
The police? But why?
You are one of the suspects in our case of the vanished train, which, by the way, involves the death of all its passengers.
What? Is this a joke?
I can assure you that
yes, it's all your fault.
This is outrageous. You don't know who you're dealing with. I am an influential man, and you shall regret this.
We know perfectly well who you are. We also know where the train is. The police shall be happy to find it. And as for your exclusive sales contracts...
Yeah, that was very short. This cannot be right. Yeah. Mr. Robinson is a financial swindler. With the aid of his minions, he sealed the train and his fake machine underneath the collapsed mines to make a fortune from multiple contracts and the insurance claim. The decision was made to contact Lestrade and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice before Robinson can plan a new swindle. Yeah, that is dumb. That's like the first chapter where you have like a really bad ending. Like, yeah, that's wrong, idiot. You know? So I feel like it was either the mines or it was the sinking. And I guess wrong. It's fun to see all the different conclusions, though. Like, the barges really make sense. Because we've seen evidence of them twice. Oh yeah, it was definitely a victim. Just not quite the victim he should be. Oh, the political game.
Then the case is...
Our other option, but it will be a lot. But I think I...
Let us go home then.
No, I did.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company
Barcazas, sorry,
were
not
drowned in the
Barcaz.
flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea.
Of course, you all...
This should be pretty similar to last time.
Well, the case is...
Right away, but...
In a manner of speaking...
So that was close. At least. That makes me feel okay.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
I love this entrance.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
You sound a lot like, one of the bad guys from a King's Quest game. I forget which one. Oh, you sound like Alhazred from King's Quest,
Good shot, Watson.
6.
I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
A little bit.
Oh my god! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
Yeah, this is the correct answer. It was a carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train to hide their crime. The dam breach was played to their advantage. They used their own barges to, to keep the train on the run for a few seconds and then sank into the flooded quarry. The railway tracks were removed to hide the crime. A criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. The decision was made to give Mycroft a chance to resolve the conflict. Now, again, that's not what we're going with. We're going to change to the conclusion I picked from the start, which is the incorrect one. And we'll save that and continue the next chapter next time. I should have reasoned out that the barges made more sense than the fucking dynamite. Being that it's really part of the whole organization.
Well,
like an integral part. But alas, I didn't think that way at the time. And I will own up to my mistakes.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Look out, Alhazred has a gun! I mean sword! I mean gun!
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I can't skip this.
Oh
there we go.
God!
I could skip Wattson's line.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
That's funny.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
Fine. Alright. So yeah, this is the incorrect ending, as we mentioned, but it is what we will accept. Let's see what people did. Whoa. Whoa, I'm in the minority. What an idiot. What a fucking idiot. The thing is, sometimes you follow the leads and all makes sense because of the way the story is presented to you. That's why it's always good to try and unlock all potential final conclusions. We did. I just didn't think hard enough. So I was in the majority the first time, I'm in the minority. So, hey. Apples and oranges, eh? We're gonna stop things here once it's done loading, though. There we go. We'll save that for next time. So it's about 2.5 hours. Not too bad. I was planning on 3, but I think I need to get some sleep tonight. I still had fun, though. It's a very chill game. I do wish I had a little bit more music. What's happening? Innovation, what? Something pop up here? Oh. What you guys talking about? Algebra. What? What's going on? Is it not? What? Oh, did the thing activate? Why did it activate? That's odd. I didn't touch it. Is it this button? No, why did it activate? It seems to have activated when I just shut off the game. That's weird. Honestly, I did not touch that thing. Well, whatever. Anyways. Yeah, I should put on some, like, music. Some basic music for you people. I know you like it. Oh, I see what's happening. Fucking, the controller was leaning on one of the keyboard buttons. So I must have hit, like, an Alt, or space, or function key. Does Alt Numpad 3 do that? No. I wonder what does it. So there is a key shortcut for it. I should find it. That'd be really handy to have. But anyways. So, I would like to thank you for joining me tonight. It's been my pleasure. And it was quite kind of a chill time, wasn't it? I enjoyed it. Not bad at all. If you're watching this on VOD, or if you're just lurking in the background, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I have updated my schedule for the next couple of days. We should be continuing on Monday and Tuesday. I'll take Wednesday off, and then we'll see what happens Thursday and Friday later. I haven't added anything for the end of the week yet. But anyways, until then, please be good to each other. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Good night. And take care. Woo! No, seriously though, good night.